Good morning, good afternoon, and in this video, I'm going to be going over exactly why a ton of coaches struggle to consistently close high-ticket clients. I'm also going to go through the framework that coaches can implement to be able to close deals every single day, not having to worry about low conversion rates, micromanaging a sales team, or being stuck on sales calls. This training is essentially going to teach you how to build a seven-figure sales process and really maximize your revenue as a coach, consultant, or info-product business. Now, for the people thinking, who is this guy? My name's Tom Hyder, and I run a company called Systemized Scaling, where we essentially help coaches, consultants, info-product businesses who are dealing with low conversion rates, unqualified leads, people not showing up to the sales calls, or maybe they're just micromanaging a sales team, or even stuck on sales calls. We do this by building seven-figure sales systems and training their teams. The reason why I'm qualified to say this is because I've helped multiple six-figure businesses go to seven figures and beyond, like Club Closer, who I helped go from 40K a month to 140K a month in cash collected. I also achieved a 58% closing rate closing for my clients. And outside the coaching space, I've built and scaled a door-to-door sales team, an office, to 19 reps. In the process, hiring and training hundreds in the process. So it's fair to say I sort of know how these sales businesses work and how they scale. Now, as you can see from my beautiful drawing, this is the average funnel for most coaches and consultants who are below 100K a month. Yes, people go for the top, people are going for the bottom for paying clients, but there's a lot of leakage, a lot of money, thousands, if not hundreds of thousands that's getting wasted from inefficient sales processes. So let's get through it. Usually top of funnel looks like this. Instagram top of funnel content, YouTube content, paid ads. Yeah, a lot of coaches run them, but most of them aren't hyper targeted and they're not built to really scale and get to the top performance. What's the first issue? Content. Content is supposed to be made specifically and meticulously to handle objections and build trust. A lot of content in the coaching space isn't meticulously planned out. It's not planned out to handle objection. So the first issue in a lot of coaches' funnels is they don't have content that handles specific objections. They don't have content that builds trust and really gives confidence to the prospects. Moving down to the appointment setting process. And this is where a big issue lies with a lot of coaching business. A lot of coaching businesses think that the closer is the big daddy, the closer is the one who's so important. Couldn't be further from the truth. The appointment setter is super important as well. And a lot of appointment setters in the coaching space don't qualify enough. They don't nurture. So they don't have a seven-figure sales process that allows them to follow a specific framework, follow a specific script and SOPs, and qualify these leads. Nurture these leads so that there's good quality people showing up to sales calls who are ready to buy. Next one is the process selling VSL. A lot of coaches do have a VSL, but a lot of them just aren't effective. They're not really targeting each specific objection, and they're not really building trust effectively, making people want to buy and jump on a sales call. After this, what I want to focus on is the post-booking process. Post-booking processes, most coaching businesses I've seen don't even have one. This is super important in terms of making leads a lot more qualified, making people a lot more excited to show up to the call, meaning the shut rate goes up. Let's say you have a 60% show rate, you take it to 80%. That's 20% more cash in your pocket just from optimizing one specific metric. Sales calls, big issue here. Lack of sales training and management. A lot of the founders are either doing sales themselves or they're training the sales rep themselves without the relevant experience. It's super important to train up your sales team the right way, consistently, multiple times a week. And that's where getting outside help with either management or training is really helpful in that sense. On sales calls, leads are getting lost just from inefficient sales process, lack of objection handling, and just people not knowing what they're doing. Moving after the sales call, the post-sales call, which probably equated to about 30% of my whole income when I was closing in the online space for coaches. And there's no structured follow-up process. I can't stress how important this is. Tons of coaches don't have a follow-up process. Maybe they'll speak to leads here and there, but it's not set. It's not a specific SOP, a specific system they can follow every single week, multiple days. And the last bottleneck I see in a lot of coaching businesses is they don't optimize. They have a messy CRM, there is even one, and their data tracker is awful. They don't have a data tracker that tracks the right metrics. They don't have a clean data tracker. Maybe it's on Google Sheets or something awful like that. People overlook this one a ton because look, let's say you don't have the right metrics tracked. How do you know what to work on in your business? How do you know which is the thing that's stopping you from scaling? You probably don't. This was a rough overview of what a bad funnel looks like. And you could probably see now all of the things that you could be missing out on in your sales process that's costing you thousands. One of these sections alone could be costing you tens of thousands every single month. It's actually ridiculous. This leads to, a few paying clients, but not as good as you could be getting. Let's look at a really good funnel and what it looks like to have your sales process optimized. See, check this bad boy. It looks beautiful. We've got leads coming through the top. We've got eyeballs coming through the top, going straight down, no leakage whatsoever, straight through to being a paying client. This is what a 7-figure sales process actually looks like. A tight ship, no leakage, SOPs in place, systems in place, processes in place to actually make sure the ship is running well and tight. Let's go through it. Paid ads are dialed in. Top of funnel, dialed in. Instagram top of funnel, absolutely dialed in to be able to get eyeballs in. This is where the juice happens. The middle of funnel is literally designed to build trust, handle objections, and make you want to buy. It's as simple as that. It's meticulously crafted. Then we go down to the appointment setter. These appointment setters are trained specifically to build trust, handle objection before the call, and make sure the lead is excited for the call, therefore increasing the show rate. This is done by consistent and sufficient training and SOPs. Essentially what this does, it makes leads excited. It makes leads come onto sales calls with you and think, wow, I'm speaking to this guy. Let's go. I'm excited to jump on board. All my objections are pretty much handled. There's just 1 or 2 questions I have. Imagine being on a sales call and your prospect showing up thinking, I'm pretty much ready to buy. What would your business look like? What would your pockets look like? It's ridiculous. Okay, moving down to the process selling VSL. This is pretty much designed to handle further objections, concerns, sell the framework that you specifically use. Sell the specific process that your solution actually handles. This is there to just tie off the loose ends and make sure to just finish off the job of the appointment setter. This really primes people to come on the call ready to buy. And look, I don't think people realize how good of a feeling it is for prospects to come on the call pretty much ready to buy, ready to get boxed off. So next is the sales calls. And this is where things get really meticulous and important. So good sales reps have high emotional intelligence. They have a sales process that has high emotional intelligence intertwined inside it, allowing prospects to feel comfortable, allowing prospects to feel understood. That's what it takes to build a 7-figure sales team. Authentic sales process, effective discovery, and set objection handling process. It's not just a random script, it's specific SOPs for if they say this, I say that. Genuine, authentic discovery, actually listening to someone, actually helping someone. This is why it's super important to have consistent sales training and a 7-figure sales script implemented into your business. Because if you have a sales rep who just is an order taker, they just follow a shitty sales script and they don't have any emotional intelligence, they don't really have much authenticity behind them, how do you feel like prospects are going to show up to your call and actually engage with your business? What do you think they're going to attach to your business in their mind? They're probably going to think distrustworthy. They're probably going to think not good quality, because the salesperson is pretty much the first gatekeeper. So if you have the right systems, effective training for your sales team and your sales reps, this is going to add so much money to your business. Oh my God, I can't even stress this enough. Then we get to after the sales call, post-sales call process, systemized follow-up, nurturing process that is designed to get prospects back on the call and close as paying clients. Like I said, 40% of my sales and my income came from follow-up when I was closing. 40%. That means if you don't have a sales follow-up process, then you're losing out on nearly half of your revenue. Crazy is that? Optimization. I never really used to like data tracking or the nitty-gritty stuff. I realized how important it was when I didn't have one in place. So a clean data tracker that tracks the right metrics, that allows you to look at these metrics and say, okay, that's what I need to improve my business. Okay, the show rate is what's leaving money on the table. Okay, I need to increase the closing rate. Okay, I need to collect more on every single call. I need more LTV, etc. If you have all the data in front of you, if you have an efficient data tracker, you know what's wrong with your business. It's as simple as that. You literally can look at something and think, wow, that's what I need to do. Instead of thinking, oh, what do I do? What do I do? Why is my business not performing? In terms of a CRM, if you have a clean CRM, if you have leads in the right place, easy to access, you can see, okay, that's where the lead is. That's what happened with the lead. Now this is where I need to follow up. It's served on a plate. It's literally served on a plate. Do you guys actually see why it's so important to have the right sales systems implemented into your business? The last two is what a lot of people are missing. Do you see the difference between this and this? Because if you don't, I don't know for you. In this funnel, you're not just getting money on the front end. You're not just getting money as a paying client. You're consistently getting more money out of the customer. You're consistently increasing the value of each customer. 1 upsell, 2 upsell. And not just that, we've got referrals as well. So with upsells, what we want to do is implement more offers after the customer pays for the first time. More offers to be able to actually serve the needs of your client and keep on providing them value. So they keep on paying you and they keep on getting results and value provided to them. But look, the upsells isn't the only thing to get more money. The main bit is a referral process. If you have a set process, set SOP, set system to be able to reach out to your clients to ask for referrals, what this is going to do is just going to increase your revenue by a ton, bringing leads back here, already built the trust, not even needing to go through much of your content because they have the word of mouth to go straight from a sales call to a paying client, maybe not even a sales call sometimes. So I hope you guys can see how this is 10 times better than this. And by you not having the right systems in your business, from you not actually optimizing your sales funnel, your sales team, the back-end upsells, you're losing out on so much money. And look, at Systemized Scaling, we do all of this completely done for you, meaning you don't need to do absolutely anything. And we do it on a guaranteed basis, meaning, look, if we don't at least add an extra 20K in new monthly cash for your business in 90 days, then we'll either give you a complete full refund or just work with you one-on-one until you do. That means that the risk for you is 0. The risk is all put on myself. That's how confident I am that we can scale your business. If you feel like this would definitely help your business grow and you want us to implement these systems to allow you to scale to 7 figures, then book in a call below in the description or go to this video where I tell you exactly my framework on how I scale Club Closer from 40K a month to 140K a month. That video is the first line in the description. And lastly, if you have any questions, drop me a follow on Instagram at @TomHaider_. Looking forward to seeing you on the call. See you on the other side.